Hello everyone, I'm your host, Boss Zombie. Welcome back to West of Loathing. Okay, so gun law. Actually, maybe if I just search law or gun. Let's try just gun. Oh. A device for projecting a hard object very forcefully, which makes hunting and self-defense easy and fun. Okay, maybe law. Nope, that's incorrect. Maybe gun law is one word? No. Have to figure that one out later. Although so far it seems like the puzzle has not been limited to floors. You're fond of these fronds. The bottom edge of this frame looks thicker than the edges. What does that mean? Oh, we already talked to her. Restroom? Ooh, 12 XP for the toilet. Medicine cabinet, which is a cabinet for storing medicine. Old-timey ointment. It's a fancy vanity, reminds you of your own fancy vanity. Indulge it. Oh. Wait, how much XP do I have? Enough to level up Moxie. What's this? It's like a normal bathtub, but the faucet is up really high and there's a curtain around it. It's a shower. Shower curtain. This is actually just a white sheet. The shower was invented so recently they haven't actually figured out what these things should be yet. Painting of a complicated shape. It's like a discount Gaelic knot. It's a painting of some folks at a cafe back east. Oh, it's that famous painting. I forget the name of it. It's a great painting, though. Oh, guest rooms. Ever stay in a bed and breakfast, Pete? Nah, I'm more inclined to camp out. Anyway, the ladies running these establishments ain't generally inclined to let their doilies get soiled by a fella that looks like he got a mouse living in his beard. Do you have a mouse living in your beard? Ain't tellin'. That's between me and Mr. Squeaky. Huh. The store is barred, and therefore so are you. So are you from entering. Unbarred. The ghostly clerk runs or hovers quickly over to you. No, dear, I'm sorry, I can't let you do that. Why not? What's in there? A customer. He hasn't paid his bill, so I was forced to lock him in there until he does. I know that seems mean, but one has to take a firm hand with these things. How much does he owe you? 1,000 meat. How's he supposed to get the meat to pay you if you won't let him out? That's a fair question, dear, but that's on him, I'm afraid. We should take 500? I suppose it's better than the nothing I've gotten out of him. And he seems perfectly content to just stay locked in there, so alright. You lose 500 meat. She unbars the door and carries the bar away. Go into the room. Oh. This plant is real, but the pot is fake. One of the museum employees is sitting here reading a magazine, as you can see. Congratulate him on his newfound freedom. Congratulations, I freed you. You're free. Huh? Free from what? Well, from being locked in this room with nothing to do except read that magazine. Ah. So you freed me from having an excellent excuse for not doing my crappy job. Well, you freed me from the burden of relaxing in here instead of emptying trash cans and cleaning toilets. Great. Look, you're a real hero. I could just lock the door again. No, it's too late now. I'm free. Free as the wind blows. Free as my job blows. Thank you. You're welcome. He leaves, taking the chair with him. Vanity. The power of cleaning your mind. Cleaning your body the easy way. Tidying up your money. Oh, there's one. How many volumes of this have I found? Volume 11. This isn't what a comic book. Turn it off. It's a guest bed, which is like a normal bed, but with a worse mattress. Hey, somebody left their wallet in the nightstand. Oh, I got some money back. A table's been provided for corner brooding. What about the chair? Oh, no comment on the chair. Okay. This door is locked. Pick the lock. You wait for the clerk to look the other way and quietly pick the lock. Enter the room. The mirror in this vanity doesn't work. There's a nice landscape painting on the wall. The painting on of the countryside is nice, but there's nothing very interesting about it. It looks like the sort of thing you'd find hanging over a bed in a mid-priced hotel room. Or a bed and breakfast, come to think of it. I guess it's a little weird that it's hanging over a step ladder instead of a bed. Maybe the last occupant was a really short art aficionado? Take a closer look. Happy little trees. Oh hey, according to the signature, this is an original Darius Klieg. You've never heard of him. You know, now that you're looking closely at it, it seems like the painting is sticking out from the wall more than you would expect. Take it off the wall. Well, what do you know? There's another painting underneath it. A painting of a safe. This house must be real old if it's got jokes of this vintage. Tuh. Can I... It's a fairly realistic painting of a wall safe. It's captioned, "Ce n'est pas un coffre-fort." This is not a safe. No, this is not a coffer fort, so a safe. You take the wall safe painting off of the wall. Behind it is, of course, a wall safe. Of course. You inspect the large wall safe, which is securely locked. Safe crack in 1. The safe swings open. It's empty apart from a rolled up poster of Rita Hayworth. Swell. Search it anyway. Determined not to have gone through all this nonsense for nothing, you carefully search the empty safe. Eventually there's a click and the back of the safe swings open, revealing a secret passage. I guess that explains the stepladder, finally. Hold on, let me turn off this light. Dangerously sharp leaves, you should leave them alone. Oh my god, it's so easy to go out of rooms, I hate it. Go through it. It's a sewing kit. So it is. Ah, you good one. I'm glad you think so. The homophonious nature of so and so certainly is ripe for puns, yes? Is that so? Yes, very good, very funny. Listen, are you going to loot this container or what? Why so serious? Well, you're kind of driving the joke into the ground now, and it's getting really tiresome. Not really tiresome, it's only so-so. Oh, just come on. This has totally stopped being funny. Is that so? Yes, it is. Are you just messing with me? Do you just not want what's in this? I do want it. I want it so bad. Look, Haas, you're starting to get on my nerves now. So what? So what is that there's an item in there that you need for progression, and at this point I'm sort of tempted to not give it to you. So don't give it to me then. Oh god, just take it, okay? Take it and get the hell out of the script. Elevator button, thank you so much. Please just leave. I'm not talking to you about this thing anymore. Proximity to the lamp makes this plant extra healthy. This armoire is bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. What? Oh. Hey, it doesn't stop where the wall should be. This room has a bed, but no door. I guess that's why they call it a bedroom and not a door room. There's some candy on the nightstand. 9 out of 10 dentists would be appalled. Cats like candy, peppermint drops. Okay, what was this now? Turn that off. Ooh, science stuff. I can give that to our new companion. This bed hasn't been slept in for a long time. This plant was planted here as false evidence. Sir? Hello there. Are you here to laugh at me? No, not at all. I wouldn't do that. No, of course you wouldn't. Nobody ever laughs. I never made a single person laugh in my entire career. That's a left turn I wasn't expecting. What was your career? I used to die in gags and novelties, but I was terrible at my job. I couldn't come up with a single novel idea. This conversation seems oddly familiar. See, even my very presence is unoriginal. You're just being too hard on yourself. I bet you invented all kinds of good stuff. My best invention was fake vomit. It looks just like fake vomit, but surprise, it's real. Haha. That was the one that got me fired. What other novelties did you invent? You must have had one good one. Well, I invented a can of mixed nuts. There's a spring in it, so when you open it, the nuts spray out everywhere. That's kind of funny. Nobody would ever open the can because of how it said deadly venomous snakes on the label. Okay, fake jar of... That's the fake jar of... fake can of nuts that has a fake snake in it. Anything else? You know those flowers you wear in your lapel and sprays water in someone's face when they smell it? You invented that? It's a classic. No, I tried to combine it with chewing gum and made out of hot peppers. You invented a boutonniere that maces people. Uh-huh. Anything else? People seem to like those little sea monkey things, so I thought maybe I'd do that except funnier. And then I thought, itching powder is pretty funny. You made itching powder out of brine shrimp? No, they're aquatic. It wouldn't work. I used spider eggs. Oh my god. Anything else? I tried to make an ultra-realistic stink bomb using pure methane gas. It turns out pure methane is actually odorless. That isn't why farts smell bad. Also, it's extremely flammable. Anything else? You know those little fortune-telling fish? The little cellophane things that curl up in your hand to predict the future? I don't know those. Sure. I don't know how it happened, but mine were 100% accurate and it was always terrible news. Anything else? I tried to improve on the classic rubber chicken. Let me guess, not rubber? Good guess. Once I made some glass that let you see through people's clothes. Wow. Right down to the skeletons. Huh. Okay, well, that's still pretty cool. Except for the part where they get cancer. You made actual x-ray glasses. Anything else? Those are all the ones I can remember. I can tell you them again if you want. No, that's okay. Oh, the lag. Talk to him. How'd you die? If you don't mind me asking. I was working on a new invention, an exploding cigar. I thought that would be pretty great if you light a cigar and it's fine for a second, but suddenly it goes off with a big bang. In jump and surprise, everyone laughs because you nearly had a heart attack. Funny, right? Sure. I hit a snag in development, though. What happened? Well, I figured I'd use gunpowder for the explosive, and you can buy it already packed into those little brass cartridges, so that seemed convenient. Do you mean bullets? My first test run was a real mess, I can tell you that. I can imagine. So anyway, now I'm a failure, and I'm dead. Maybe I can help you out. What do you mean? Well, your initial idea was pretty funny, I guess. It's just your execution was the problem. My execution was the problem? Ha! You're a laugh riot. Maybe you could help me after all. Oh, because he got executed. God. I'll see if I can figure something out. So I need to make a gag cigar for him? You start to open the door, but the ghostly clerk swoops in and blocks away. Oh, hey, no, sorry, dear, but I can't let you go in wandering in there. Why not? What's in there? A tenant. They paid for the room, and they seemed rather quiet, private sorts, so I won't have you disturbing them. I just came out of there. Oh, it should have been a hint that room 3 is missing. These fronds are from Front du Lac. I don't know what that is. Hello, dear. Welcome to my little B&B. Would you care for a room? No, thanks. I won't be staying that long. Hopefully. Wait a minute. Yes? What's B&B stand for? Boo and breakfast. Okay, yeah, that's what I was expecting. Why'd you say your B&B? This isn't your house. Oh, I know, dear, but nobody was using these guest rooms, and there were ghosts hovering around with nowhere to be. And I got to feeling the homesick for little B&B I used to run when I was alive. So I thought Mrs. Gunn probably wouldn't mind. I see, fair enough. What happened to your eye? Oh, it was such a foolish accident. I had a guest I was suspicious of, a nervous, twitchy little man. I thought he might be mixed up in something bad. And one evening, I was passing by his room. I gave in to temptation and peeped in on him through his keyhole. Did you see anything? Well, only for a moment. He was cleaning a small pistol, and I suppose it must have made a noise because he suddenly jumped and the gun went off. And it hit you? That's right, straight through the keyhole. That's how I died, in fact. Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. Thank you, dear, but it's all right. It served me right for spying on a guest, is how I look at it. Is that what is keeping you here? Guilt? No, I think I paid quite sufficiently for that transgression. What then? Well, I don't want to go to heaven with missing an eye. It wouldn't be as nice without depth perception, so you need a new eye? Yeah, so you can help me out? I'll keep an eye out. I mean, I'll see what I'll buy. Could I get an eye from one of the statues? Where was the statues? Oh, okay. And this lady needs to know about gun law? Wait. I feel like I need to be able to look something up. So there's 5 rows to these. Do I really have to check every single row? Oh wait, I forgot I got the... There you go, science junk. Holy cow, a counterclockwise phase inversion coil. I've been looking all over for one of these. Florence attaches one of the science doohickeys you gave her to her weird gun. She gains science blast. Okay. I guess let's go to the 3rd floor now. You give the elevator operator the button you found, and she sticks it into the empty buttonhole on the elevator's control panel. Hey, thanks a ton. You sure are helpful, Haas. Well, howdy again, Haas. Which floor? 3rd floor, please. Oh. Guess this is where everyone's bedrooms are. Man, this place just keeps going. Heck, I've been in mine shallower in this house. When you think about it, the house is basically a mine, except like a history mine. And that analogy is basically a nonsense mine. Alright, we can all be winners. Current. Looks like they have a music room. What kind of music do you like, Florence? Electro House. What? You haven't heard of it yet. How bohemian of you. Oh, there's Mrs. Gunn. Mr. Gunn? Oh. This sofa is tacky both in terms of style and stuff that has been spilled on it. You like billiards, Pete? Used to play it some when I was younger, but now knocking the balls in them holes makes me uncomfortable for some reason. I prefer darts. Okay. So the smell of it, Mr. Gunn mostly burned garbage in this thing. A humidifier full of cheap... Oh, I need one. I've got 3 cigars. Okay. Is this guy making drinks? Weird. If you were going to commission a painting of swords, you'd think you'd at least ask for nice swords. The guy doesn't notice you approaching until you're right next to him. He yelps in surprise and drops his glass on the floor and squints unsteadily at you. Then he takes a maraschino cherry from a bowl on the cart and throws it at your head. Hey, stop that! Ah, sorry, just making sure you're not one of them ghosts. He drops another cherry to a fresh glass and pours a lot of whiskey on top of it. Are you one of the museum employees? Yep, that's me. What are you doing in here? Hiding, buddy. I don't know if maybe you didn't notice, but this house has got ghosts in it. You don't say. Whole bunches of them all over. So I don't know about you, but I'm staying right here where it's nice and drunk. I mean safe. Wouldn't you rather get out of here? Now all the booze that is booze, I'm really scared of when ghosts go boo, you know. They'll get me if I leave this room. There aren't any ghosts between this room and the exit. So you said. That's what you said, but they're ghosts. They could be anywhere, except in here. Exactly. I ain't leaving without a guarantee that those ghosts won't grab me on the way out. I could disguise you with a shower curtain. Here, look. We'll use this white shower curtain to disguise you as a ghost. Then they won't bother you on your way out. That's a mighty fine idea, but... He tosses back his drink and pours another. But, eye holes. That curtain's got no eye holes for my eyes. I won't be able to see. I'm starting to think you don't actually want to leave. No. What give you that idea? It's terrible in here. Shoot some holes in the curtain. You narrow your eyes at him and blast some holes in the curtain with your pistol. Okay, geez, I get the picture. He grabs an armload of bottles from the cart, pulls the shower curtain over his head, and staggers out the door. You gain 75 experience. Can I take one? Ooh. Manly's finest cotton candy schnapps. Cotton candy schnapps? Cotton candy schnapps? Speed by 17. Ooh. He must have only read the first part of the label before he decided to buy this. Oh. Rooms. What? The big red button on this thing. Bowling is good. This poster is clear and artistic intent, but not very imaginative. This bowling stuff is extremely broken. It's not supposed to be flying around even a little bit. Nothing happens. This is where the bowling balls would come out if this thing worked. Fix it? I'm gonna fight bowling? What is this? A Boltergeist. I now know what this is. Her regular shot does no damage, but the big one does more and hits all the enemies. Weird. There's a new track. $70 experience, a bowling shirt name tag. What is that? Is that a lapel? 10 Moxie. It says Dan, but that's okay because you're wearing it ironically. Oh. Another really massive bowling equipment. Okay. Is this just an infinite fighting thing? It had different dialogue, though. Bowling championship ring. Oh. I guess you get different things. 7 melee attacks, 17 armor. Ooh. This must have been stuck in one of the finger holes. So what's actually at the end of here? Oh, good. The XR85 was complete trash. Pinomatic. So can I do it again? Is this really just an infinite farm of fighting bowling pins and a bowling ball? A bowling ball hat. Sure. I don't think bowling balls are hollow inside, are they? 17 armor. Bowling ball fractured in an unlikely but convenient way. So if I do it, I can do it again. I kind of want to just keep going until I stop getting unique items. I just noticed her gun kind of looks like a plasma pistol from older Fallout games. Bowling ball chunk. Used in combat, deals damage equal to your muscle. This chunk of bowling ball isn't big enough to do anything other than throw it at something. Wait, does damage equal to my muscle? So that's 140, what, 3 damage? That's kind of a crazy item if you can get infinite of them. You could just literally farm these and then... Wow. Yeah, that would be kind of broken, huh? Okay, I'm just looping now. Well, that was neat. Why did he have a... Okay. Duck? Wow, you hope you never meet a live duck this big. Turn that off. It's a sickening... It's sickening, killing a helpless sofa and stuffing its carcass as a grisly trophy. One of the moose's eyes is loose. Ooh, a glass eye. Pop, now it's really got its eye on you. I can give that to the lady. Either a prosthetic eye made of glass or a very macabre marble. A macabre. This is just the head of a teddy bear. They didn't even remove the tag. So many polyesters died just to decorate rooms like this. These antlers are made out of papier-mâché, apparently by somebody who had never seen antlers before. A whole rack of bowling trophies. If they were billiard trophies, they'd be an easier pun to make. There's a goblin? There's a goblin head mounted like a trophy on the wall. This would be positively barbaric if not for the fact that the goblin seems pretty okay with it. Boo, haha, pretty good I am to getting you, huh, human? Wow, yes, very much to getting me. Nice. What did happening to you? Did Mr. Gunn hunting you and cutting head off? No, Mr. Gunn, a good human man being. Very friends. Inside one of his bowling ball bags my sport are growing. Only headroom. Mr. Gunn finding me and hanging me up here for chatting with. Great guy. Wow, weird. Can I talk to him again? Make small talk with a goblin head for a bit. They're pretty cool. You can tell this is fake because it isn't floating around the room setting stuff on fire. This is just a photograph of a fish. Mr. Gunn was apparently really liberal with his definition of trophy. Sir? This ghost is dressed up as a traditional safari hunter, with the pith helmet and big white mustache and those weird khaki trousers that make it look like your butt has wings. He's inspecting Mr. Gunn's trophy collection, but doesn't seem particularly impressed. Hi, I'm Hoss Zombie. Oh, charmed, I'm sure. Lord Euston Camdenton, at your service. What happened to you? What happened to you, if you don't mind me asking? Not at all, though it isn't a very exciting story, eh, what? I was hunting lions on the plains of the Serengeti, and one of the blighters got the better of me. Wow, you were eaten by a lion? That sounds pretty exciting to me. Yes, well, not eaten as such. Sneaky bugger crept up in the camp and pushed a stack of ammunition crates over on me. Oh. Maybe we can help you? Help me do what? Well, help you with whatever is keeping you as a ghost. Though now that I say it, I guess there isn't much I can do to help you get revenge on that lion. Oh, no. It isn't revenge that's keeping me here. Good for that lion, I say. Turnabout is fair play and all that, hey, what? Though I do wish he'd done it in a manner that made for a better story. So why are you a ghost, then? It's because of my one true regret. I never faced the most dangerous game. I'm definitely not going to help you hunt people. What? No. The most dangerous board game? Nobody was ever willing to play against me. A bally shame, eh? What's the game? He leads you over to a small table on which he's laid out a board of alternating red and black squares, with little wooden discs painted red and black as well. Checkers? The checkers jump and scatter as the ghost stabs 2 large hunting knives into the center of the board. Knife checkers. What? What are the rules? Do you know how to play checkers? Yes. Do you know how to stab someone in the hand with a knife? Yes. That's all you need to know, really. Alright, I'll play. You yank one of the knives out of the board, and Lord Euston instructs you to hold it left-handed. The rules are simple. You may only attack your opponent's hands, and only when they are over the board. Displaced checkers are played from where they land, but attacking the board directly is a foul, which awards the opponent with a stab-free turn. It appears to be primarily a game of concentration, quick movements, and feinting. Play aggressively. You start out the game by attacking quickly and fiercely to establish dominance and keep your opponent from developing his pieces. This strategy is somewhat effective, but Lord Houston doesn't scare easily and he manages to feint a few pieces past your guard. You enter the mid-game more or less evenly matched, intelligently. In the mid-game, you focus more on the checkers than on your knife work, maneuvering into position for some big gains in the long term. You suffer a few minor nicks and cuts, but are well positioned for the endgame, craftily. Lord Houston spots a hole in your defenses. He feints left, then quickly slides one of his pieces into the gap, and into your trap. This moves his hand into just the position you need to attack it with a hard downward stab. He easily yanks his hand out of the way, and your knife hits one of your pieces on its edge, flipping it across the board to land neatly in his back rank. King me. I say, it's a foul to attack the board. Sure, but I wasn't, was I? I attacked your hand and you dodged, that's all. You sneaky blighter. Play continues, but with the king behind Lord Houston's lines, you clean up fairly quickly. Alright, lad, I concede. Marvelous play, eh, what? Well done. He gives you a smart salute and fades away into nothingness. I got XP. Hey, another ghost taken care of. Bye, Mr. Goblin. Okay, there's still another room in here. Oh, the guy playing billiards. Looks comfy, too bad you aren't too busy to sit down. The end table bears the scars of many uncoastered beverages. A spittoon, hold on. Rack of billiard cues. Oh. It kind of bugged out and didn't read me the description. Wobbly billiards cue. The thing about people who buy billiard tables is that they are almost never the kind of people who will properly maintain their cues. This cue does not provide evidence to the contrary. It does a lot of damage though, but it loses moxie. There's a spittoon here. A bright, shiny, beautiful spittoon. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Oh boy. Oh yeah, come to Papa. What are you doing? Huh? Nothing. What are you doing? Looking at someone who's kneeling next to his spittoon with the apparent intention of sticking his whole entire face inside it? Dive in. You jam your hand into the spittoon up to the shoulder and find nothing. The brass bucket is shiny and clean, outside and in. Clean as the day it was born. The museum staff must have washed it. It looks brand new. Are you crying? No, I'm fine. You're crying. Okay, well, I'll just be over here whenever you're done lying on the ground in a fetal position hugging his spittoon. Fine. This is both the biggest and dumbest poster you've ever seen. There's a trapdoor in the ceiling over here. Too bad you aren't like 11 feet tall. Sir? Hey there, how's it going? I ain't interested in chit-chat, fella, just billiards. Step up or shut up. Challenge him to a game. You pull out your cue and the ghost nods and racks the balls. He utterly trounces you. You just can't seem to make the balls go where you intended. That was the saddest showing I've ever seen. Let me see that cue. Yeah, that's your problem. This thing's about as straight as a banker's handshake. What? You're gonna need to lathe this back to true if you want a chance against me. Lathe? I think there was a lathe in the basement? Or one of the side rooms? I don't remember. Curious gaze. Oh, because it's George. I can't tell you about this. Discussion of this object has been tabled. Formidable tusks. This door is locked and no earthly force can open it. Well, maybe a whole team of horses, but good luck getting them up the elevator. Knock knock. Yes, who is it? Mrs. Gunn, I'm Hoss Zombie. Are you with the ghost extermination people? Yes, ma'am. Flores Cunningham. Cunningham Ghost Annihilation Services. Hoss is my assistant. I'm your what? Who's the county licensed ghost hunter here? Me or you? Okay, fine. I guess. Have you been able to exterminate all the ghosts? I still feel haunted. 10 of them left, according to the scanner. We're still working on it, ma'am. Don't worry. You can count on us. Alright, please let me know when you've finished. Ah, so this is where you come for the end. Looks so calm. So tame. You always hated these things. The donkey from Shrek? Music room. Is that a hurdy-gurdy? This woman doesn't seem to be interested in anything other than cranking that hurdy-gurdy. Disconnect the crank. You definitely disconnect the crank from the hurdy-gurdy without alerting the woman's attention. But it turns out you needn't have bothered. She continues to turn the crank, blank-eyed, even with nothing attached. You grab the end of the crank and pull her very slowly to the gift shop, where you find the Victrola to plug her into. Oh, look, it's filled out quite a bit here. She seems just as happy as she was before. It must be nice to have a calling. Oh, it's you, my hero and savior. Ask for some info. Oh, hi, thanks again for freeing me from that book. You still kind of have marks where the engraving's pressed in your face. I'm hoping they fade away with time. But if not, I can always quiz myself while shaving. So what do you do here? I provide information. Want some? Sure. That's what I'm here for. What would you like to know? What can you tell me about Mrs. Gunn? Full name is Teresa Olivia Gunn, but informally she goes by Terry. She was born in 1847 to Reginald and Priscilla Gunn. Her mother was a mathematician and founding member of the Western Society of Mathematics in 1870. And her father was a catapult operator in the unpleasant disagreement of 1862. She invented the gun in 1869 at the age of 22. There's a photograph of her on the wall there, accepting prestigious inventing awards. She married her husband Dan 20 years ago, in 1875, and they had 3 daughters. Interesting. Other than that, there's not a whole lot we know about her. She's a very private person, especially after she gave the house to the Historical Foundation and locked herself in the room 4 years ago. Anything else you'd like to know? Yeah. Mrs. Gunn family? Let's see. She married Dan Staple Remover in 1875. He was inventor of the staple remover. Did you know that? They'd met at an inventors convention 3 years previously. Dan decided to take her last name because he had wanted to call his invention Office Chompers, and he was always a little annoyed that people called it after him instead. They had 3 daughters named Dorothy, Blanche, and Rose. That's nice. Unfortunately, Dan vanished mysteriously in 1889, shortly after Rose was born. Nobody knows what happened to him, although it's generally assumed he was killed by bandits while he was on the road for gun industry's business. And then all 3 of the girls went missing the year after. They went to summer camp and were just never heard from again. No ransom note or anything. Mrs. Gunn was never the same after that, naturally. She started blaming it on ghosts. As far as I know, there's been no ghost activity here until just the other day. Anything else you'd like to know about? Gunn Manor? Isn't it amazing? Mrs. Gunn had it built in the mid to late 70s when she and her husband decided to start a family. It was finished in 1877. It has 8 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, plus a whole host of modern conveniences like extra electric lights, a coal-fired boiler, and a bowling alley. My personal favorite room is the library, but I guess you knew that one already. Mrs. Gunn donated the house to the Historical Society in 1891 with the provision that we keep the place properly maintained and send meals up to her room in the kitchen dumbwaiter. She's actually never come out of her room since then, although she still communicates via telephone or the house intercom sometimes. Anything else? Rocks? Great! I know a ton of stuff about rocks now, specifically igneous rocks and granite in particular. Did you know igneous rocks are formed when magma cools and solidifies, which can happen either above or below the Earth's surface, or even in your own home? Weird. Tell me another one. How about this? Granite contains... Oh, so this is all just like marzipan. Okay, so this is just a bunch of facts. Can I just keep going and he'll have... Okay, he's repeating now. Oh, the game. Thanks to you, the snack counter is now staffed. Oh, you can actually just buy things. What have you got? Deep fried holster. What? Gunpowder turkey leg. Gun-shaped cookie. Ooh, spell damage by 17. The guy from the bar cart is leaning heavily against a display of shot glasses with different names etched onto them. A sign on the display reads, "Personalized shot glasses, 1300 meat." The guy picked up the bottle, stashed behind the display, and fills a shot glass labeled Bill. Is your name Bill? The guy squints at the shot glass. Sure. He knocks back the shot and tosses the glass over his shoulder before picking it up and filling another. Now it's Paco. Buy a shot glass. You give the guy 1300 meat and fish around the display until you find one with your name on it. Personalized Gun Manor shot glass. Oh. Well, at least I have stuff to spend money on. Gain XP when you drink booze. Wait. Do I just... That's just a thing? Oh. Well, okay then. So there's like 2 missions here. It's to take out the ghost and, I guess, rescue all the employees. Okay. Where was that lady who needed the glass eye? That was the 2nd floor, right? Actually, let's wait until the next episode to go talk to her. But, yeah. And we need to do a lathe, which I think is in the basement. There's a bunch of stuff that to be taken care of. So, yeah, thanks for joining me. Come back, I'll have the next stuff up real soon. But until then, bye.